Hello everyone, welcome to the session of the video. Now in the last session we talked about a brief overview and history of PHP, features, we talked about securities, yada yada yada, and on this section of the video we are going to talk about how to get started. Now one of the first ways to get started in programming as a whole is getting a code editor or an IDE. So an IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. You could do some research on that. And a code editor is kind of like it's basic as the name implies. It allows you to edit a code. So IDE has what is called IntelliSense, and it's more faster, more bigger, and does a whole lot more than a code editor. You could, this is me Googling, and just so you know that this idea don't come from thin air. I also did some Google research and I got to know them. And so like you see, an integrated development environment is a software application that helps programmers develop software code efficiently. It increases developer productivity by combining capabilities such as software editing, building, testing, and packaging in an easy to use application. And after that, we have code editors, and you could actually see some of them right here in the IDE source code editor recommendations by Google, or you could just come here and say best code editor for PHP. And yep, of course, we've got JetBrains, we've got Sublime Text, Atom, Brackets. I think Brackets has been discontinued. I need to confirm. Okay, well, looks like it could still be downloaded. Well, initially when I started my journey as a PHP dev, Brackets was one of the best, and yeah, but I don't know, there was a time I downloaded it and it says it was no longer being contributed to or updated. But that's by the way. Sorry for that brief interruption. So back to getting started. Best code editor for PHP. And some of the recommendations I'd give you out of the box, and also particularly related to what I have used, is Sublime Text, Atom. And if you're looking for some free stuff, because I think Sublime Text is paid, and so it goes Atom, but they have the free version with limited functionalities or features, right? So, but my best recommendation is VS Code. It's the cheapest, or what I say, the free. It's the most free. It's the free version for all your needs, right? It supports JavaScript, C, C#, TypeScript, and also definitely PHP. And one other one, which I would also recommend, is PHP Storm by JetBrains. Yep, so PHP Storm is a paid version. I've got PHP Storm, premium version, and yeah, of course, like, feel free to grab it if you want to. I'm not advertising for PHP Storm, and I have no affiliation with them, but I'm just recommending them because I find it very useful, right? And I've been using it a lot, especially when I want to do something that requires building, debugging, testing, and higher IntelliSense than Visual Studio Code. It comes with a lot of plugins pre-installed, and you don't have to go through the stress installing those plugins. Well, you see the price here. PHP Storm is $249. So if you're starting and you don't think you need it, please just download Visual Studio Code. So go to Google, go search for VS Code. If you're using Mac, click on this drop down, download Mac. If you're using Windows like myself, it automatically detects your browser or your Windows or your OS rather, and then you download and install. I think it has it automatically downloads. So I already have that. That's just by the ways, and just go ahead and download it. And yeah, of course, open it up and let's see what it looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's just like this. It allows you to explore files, start a new project, and come what may. Just before I get started, there are some few things I'd like to mention, which is the fact that I expect that you already know how to install softwares on your computer. So after downloading, I didn't cover the basics of installing this Visual Studio Code or the basics of purchasing PHP stuff, right? And that should be a video on its own. And now if you don't know how to do these things, I expect you to do some research, or probably just take a crash course on computer appreciation, right? And yeah, of course, that should be the go-to. So this is what we're going to be working on. Most of the time we're going to be sleeping on Visual Studio Codes. As you can see, I've got like a bunch of tabs opened on it. I work with it a lot. So this is it for that. And in the next video, we're going to talk about writing our first code, which we're going to be introducing us to the first and most important thing to learn in PHP, which is variables. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.